Hi there, my name's Holly Allen. I work as a career advisor for Career Development Center here at MTSU. And in this video, I'm going to talk to you about personal statements, what they are, how to write one, why do you need one? So let me share my screen with you. Okay, here we are, personal statements. Here's our agenda. I want to spend just a few minutes going over the different names for it because it's not always called a personal statement. We'll talk about what it is not, why you need one, how to write one, tips, and close out with some resources. So let's jump in. It's not always called a personal statement. It could be called a statement of purpose, a professional statement, a letter of intent, a personal essay, or a myriad of other titles depending on the entity that is asking for the document. Now, this list at the bottom that's in blue, these are statements that are very specific to your field of study or to a particular career path. So what we're going to talk about today is more of a general umbrella of personal statements that may relate more to the ones that are at the top. There are aspects of what I will talk about, though, that you can use in these other statements. But I just want to make that distinction so that you understand all of the different kinds of materials that might be requested of you, depending on your field and depending on the organization. Okay, what is it? We define it as a document that details your interest in a program or profession based on experiences personal to your life. So there's a reason that you chose to go down this path. And that has to do with something in your past, a past experience. It could be the way you were raised. It could be travel. It could be a volunteer experience. It could be an influence from a teacher. It is as individual as you are, as far as why, what the reason is that you chose this path. And so part of your statement is going to be explaining that, is talking about that very personal reason why you chose to pursue this career path. What is it not? It is not a narrative of your resume. So you don't want to use this statement to just list and talk about all of your accomplishments and past work experience. That is what your resume is for. Your personal statement is just that. It is more personal. It's about you and your story. Who asks for one? Graduate schools, professional programs, oftentimes fellowships, scholarships that you apply for, and rarely, depending on your field, it may be included in a job application. Why do you write one? What is the purpose of it? You have your resume, you have your other materials. Why do you need a personal statement? A personal statement can help you stand out. Oftentimes, it's a very highly competitive application process, and you want to tell your story beyond your test scores, grades, accomplishments, because those you might have in common with other people. So your personal statement is what's going to set you apart and make you unique. It also gives the selection committee insight into why you want to do this. What is your motivation? What is your commitment and dedication? From their perspective, they want to make a good investment. And so here's your opportunity in your personal statement to explain why you are a good investment. What goes in it? As I've already told you, it is a story about you. You are often going to be answering a prompt or a question. And then logistically, it's usually 1 to 2 pages, or they will give you a word limit. And that's going to vary based on the organization. How to write one. Obviously, if you're given a prompt, you need to answer that prompt. Oftentimes, the prompt is very open-ended. And so it's helpful to keep these 4 questions in mind when you are going through your thought process and formulating your ideas about the statement, and also when you start writing it. Why do you want to pursue this path? How have your experiences in the past prepared you for this program or career? If it's a grad program, what do you hope to learn? Are there certain faculty members that you want to study under? Are they doing research that you're really interested in? So the more specific you can be, the better. And then what do you hope to contribute to the field? Again, that goes back to they want to make a good investment, and here's your opportunity to say, I am a good investment. This is what I plan to do out in the world to make it a better place. It is helpful to tell a story about your life. So in the beginning, you want to grab the reader's attention. Remember, you are making it personal and human. This is not just a list of your accomplishments and work experience. That's what your resume is for. Include past experiences, influences, perhaps obstacles that you faced, how you overcame challenges in order to meet a goal. And then you want to take all of those experiences or that experience that you've written about and tie it back into why this path, why this program. Here are some examples of sentence starters that are attention grabbers. So all of these examples are very personal. They let the reader in to a part of your life that is not reflected in your resume or list of accomplishments. So starting with an actual story may pique the reader's interest. It's going to get them to read more and to be invested in you right from the beginning. Format. As you know, any good essay is going to have a beginning, middle, and an end. Many people, when they're writing a personal statement, like to start with the middle section so that you can get all of those ideas out right the middle, and then you can go back to the intro to make it really captivating and then end with a strong conclusion. So those are sometimes easier to write, to bookend the bulk of your essay after you've already written the middle part. Okay, here's some tips. Write it in your own voice. This is not the time to be heady and academic. This is your story. You want it to be personal, human, and genuine. Be concise. This is an opportunity to show your writing skills. And if you don't feel comfortable as a writer, on the next slide, I will share a resource with you that we have at the Writing Center that can help you with your writing skills. Acknowledge any red flags. So let's say there's something that is a concern for you in your past, your academic or work experience that maybe doesn't line up, and you think that may be a red flag from their perspective. Acknowledge it. For example, if let's say your GPA is just under the minimum requirement for a grad program, or perhaps your major in college was something completely different than the grad program that you're applying to, feel free to address that. It shows that you have good self-awareness and that you are not afraid to defend why you are going to be a good investment for them anyway. Again, don't reiterate your resume. Express confidence, aka don't beg. Remember, you are presenting yourself as a good investment. And then proofread. Have at least 2 people proofread it for you, give you suggestions and feedback. Here are some resources to get feedback on your personal statement. You can send it to us at the Career Development Center at pca@mtsu.edu. Ask a faculty member or an advisor that you trust, or a professional that works in the field that you want to be in. They may be able to give you some good insight. And then, as I was saying before, if you struggle with writing, if that's not your forte, we have a wonderful writing center here on campus that can help you with actual semantics and sentence structure and grammar. So if you're having trouble with the writing part of it, feel free to contact them and they can help you with that. If you have other questions, would like more resources, or would like to book a career advising appointment, please contact us at mtsu.edu/career. Thanks for watching this video. Feel free to reach out with any questions.